Oh, good morning, welcome back. Legbourne picnic site. But we're here because what we're going to do, we're just going to more or less take you for a bit of a tour inside this toilet, little block. Well, just to give you a quick insight, 2 days ago, putting it politely, 2 days ago, there was a bloke in there shitting his brains out, farting and all the rest of it. I thought he was shitting up the walls. But anyway, does stink in there, not gonna lie. So we're just going to take you for a bit of a tour, and then we're just going to explain one or two bits as well. So let's just, get in and take a look and just quickly show you. So first of all, okay, it looks like somebody's been in and give it a clean out compared to a few days back. Now, just to quickly point out, somebody's actually put toilet roll in this time, because 2 days ago there wasn't no toilet roll in here. So that person what were shitting and farting on that toilet there, I'm not being funny, I don't know what the hell he wiped his arse on, but well, it's just one of them things, isn't it? But all I'm saying is, at the end of the day, this place fucking stunk rotten. But it looks like the council's been in, must have came out yesterday and give it a bit of a clean out, must have done. But I can promise you now, I was stood there in that corner having a piss, and like I said, that bloke was shitting his brains out and everything. And like I said, this place stunk. And the best part about it, he walked out and never even washed his fucking hands, dirty bastard. But like I said, whatever he wiped his arse on, well, there wasn't no toilet paper. I just promise you that much. But anyway, this is what it looks like inside. I mean, like I said, it looks like somebody's been in and give it a clean out, because it did stink. Not gonna lie, it did actually stink. Even the bin hadn't even been changed, but obviously, that's what I said, somebody's been in and obviously give it a sweep out, change the bin, put toilet paper in. Well, this is what it looks like anyway, from the door. So it is pretty clean in here today, but like I said, it wasn't. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a walk around, and I'll take a picture as well. So that's what it looks like around the side. So just going to quickly show you the board. So that's the board, and of course I'm not going in the women's, because obviously that's one place I'm not going, but there's the ladies, and that looks like it's been cleaned. So we're going to take a bit of a look at the disabled toilet to see how clean it is in there as well. Now the door is open. Wow, it's pretty clean in here compared to what it usually is. I mean, I don't like using public toilets, I'm not going to lie, I really don't like them. But when you're really busting for a piss, it's just one of them things, isn't it? But yeah, I mean, that is pretty clean compared to what it has been. I'm not going to lie. Well, this is like round the back. Well, just quickly point out as well, just over there there's an old station, which is just through there. Well, the tracks used to run all the way through here, and the tracks used to run all the way down there and all the way up to Skegness and up towards Mablethorpe area. So, like I said, it is pretty clean today compared. So it looks like they've only just recently been cleaned. So we was here 2 days ago, so it looks like they've definitely been cleaned. Like I said, I don't know about the women's, obviously, because I'm not going in there. But it does clearly state as well, no camping overnight as well. Now this is not something that I'd normally do, I'm not going to lie. It's something that I would not normally do, come and film something like this. But after the 2 days ago, like I said, when we was here, and like I said, I was absolutely busting for a piss. I'm not going to lie, I was literally busting out the seams as I was driving, because obviously we'd just come back from Mablethorpe. And like I said, the bloke what was in there shitting his brains out, farting at the same time, I swear to God. I just couldn't believe it. And I'll tell you what, it fucking stunk in there big time. Stunk bloody rotten. But, it's what it is. I know it's, it's a toilet at the end of the day, so if you do need to go to a toilet, then of course, there's one, you know, here. So just quickly point the camera. Well, that road there, obviously, that's one of your main Mablethorpe routes. But this is the car park. Now, the strangest thing about the car park is as well, I'm just going to quickly talk about the car park. About a month ago, or just over a month ago, me and Keely was coming back from Mablethorpe, and just over where we're walking there was a van, and this woman, she got out the van pulling her knickers up and pulling her dress down, and then the bloke decided to slide out the van pulling his jeans up. So to me, this place is getting used for dogging all the men's wives and husbands. It's wrong, we know it's wrong, obviously it's wrong, but I mean, it is a public car park, I do get that, and like we said as well, I mean, you can see how big it is, and it does clearly state no camping overnight, but I'm sure people do. But we're just walking over here just to, you know, quickly, so you can see there's like seating area just over there as well. There's just something on this post, I don't know what it is. Oh, it's a missing dog, so if you do see this missing dog, then please, you know, there's a mobile number. And the dog's called Heidi. So if anybody does come across that dog, please give him a ring. So just further over here, there's also a little bit more seating area, and of course there is a dog waste bin. It says dog waste bin, but not, you know, not for dogging. But you know, this will be the second time now that me and Keely has actually been to this place, and we've seen vans rocking, cars rocking, broad daylight, and that's what I don't understand. And just over there there's another table set as well, just through there, and of course you can walk down there, and it is a nice walk as well. But yeah, so like we said, I mean, I don't want to be horrible towards anybody having sex, but you know, having sex in a car park like this in broad daylight, and I'm not trying to be like horrible or anything, but I'm just trying to be, you know, blunt, because at the end of the day I think it's just bloody well wrong. But like I said, the toilets, yeah, it looks like the toilets have definitely had a bit of a clean compared to 2 days ago, because like I said, it fucking stunk in there, and I'll tell you what, it was pretty dirty, and I'm not going to lie, it was pretty dirty. And it's not the sort of place I like to use, because I don't like to use public toilets full stop, can't stand them, because obviously, you know, it's what it is. But I'll say to anybody, you know, if you're going on a journey, I know it sounds crazy, if you're going on a journey to like seaside resorts or basically wherever, and you know you might get caught short-handed, you know, on your way back, I say to anybody, take a towel, take some soap, take some hand sanitizer, take some shit roll, of course, you know, just in case, because at the end of the day you just don't know, do you? Do you know what I mean? Because like I said 2 days ago, that was fucking dirty in there. It was disgusting, and it stunk rotten. And especially like I said about that bloke, you know, shitting and farting. I actually thought he was shitting up the walls. I really, really did, I swear to God. But this is what we said, you know, always make sure you carry toilet paper and everything with you, because like I said 2 days ago, there wasn't no toilet paper in there. And I just also want to say as well, you know, to anybody out there, especially that couple who was having sex in this car park, I mean, okay, it's a big car park, I get that, but all I want to say is, I think it's dirty, it's fucking wrong, and broad daylight as well. So really, technically, you not only got dirty toilets, obviously today it's clean, which is good to see, plus the door is also open as well, so that's great, letting the smell out. But yeah, I mean, it did stink, I'm not going to lie, it stunk, it was fucking dirty job lot in there. So obviously the council's been in, Lincolnshire County Council, and give it a clean out. Must have been done yesterday or sometime this morning. But please don't use the car park for dogging, honestly, because I'm not being funny, but to me, this car park is getting used for dogging. It really, really is. And it's a shame as well. You know, families are coming in with vehicles, you know, got kids in, they don't want to be seeing women getting out of vans, pulling the knickers up and pulling the skirts up, do you know what I mean? It's just fucking disgusting. You know, and at the end of the day, it's wrong. It's just so fucking wrong. It really, really is so wrong. You don't do it. Seriously, you don't do it. Have better sense, you know. You want to go dogging another man's husband or wife, you know, find somewhere secluded, but not in a fucking public car park. Seriously, that really did annoy me. It really did annoy me. I mean, like I said, it's a big car park, as you can see, you know, but that's not the point. I mean, the other good thing as well, I remember beforehand, there wasn't even a bin here. That's going back a while, and there were definitely no bins. But I do know, like I said, from 2 days ago, and also from a few months back as well, when that couple were down there, well, what was it, a month and a half ago? Probably not even that. When he were, you know, bonking this woman in the back of his van, and even then, the toilet stunk. And this is one of the reasons why I don't like to use public shithouses. I hate them. But as explained, I've just, you know, quickly shown you inside today, and of course it is pretty clean. Makes a change actually, so I don't know whether or not somebody's watched my upload or not. I've got no idea, but I'm just saying, like, in respect. But all I want to say to anybody is, you know, if you're travelling out anywhere, take a shit roll with you, take a towel, take some soap, take some hand sanitizer, because if you come to a place like this and they've got no shit roll, what the hell are you supposed to wipe your hands on? How can you properly wash your hands without soap? You know, you can't. And like I said, when I was having a piss in there and he was shitting and farting and all the rest of it, I mean, you imagine you stood there at a urinal, you know what I mean, you're trying to have a piss, hold your nose and try not to laugh at the same time. But I'll tell you what, I shot out of there like a fucking balloon. Boom, I was gone. I like a rocket up my ass. I washed my hands and up and away I went. Then when I came out, I felt as sick as a cunt. So I just quickly point that out. But anyway, like I said, it's a wonderful place, like we said. You know, you do have a, like we said, facility. And like we said, just down there where that little 4x8, you've got tables and that you can sit, have food, you know what I mean, chill out and relax. But yeah, don't use it as a dogging site, swear to God, it's ridiculous. But that's what I said. And like I said, that's not the first time either. Not the first time me and Keely's come to this car park, and there's been people having sex in vehicles. Ridiculous. Anyway, big thumbs up from me, big thumbs up from Keely. We'll see you on the next one. And yeah, use a bin. And yeah, it's a lot cleaner in there today, thank God. Really, really pleased to see that it is. Because it's a shame families using these, you know what I mean? They don't want to be using dirty toilets. I understand it's a public shit house, and I get that. And I know a lot of people obviously uses it. But, you know, just always make sure you never get caught short. So bring some shit with you, at least you know you're covered. Yeah, so that's what it is. But anyway, I'll just really quickly show you the board again, because we're going to wrap it up anyway. We've just come down early to do this, because we knew it'd be really, really quiet this morning. But there it is. It's really nice to see that, actually, it really is. And that one as well. Right, so like I said, I'm not going to go in the women's toilets, but obviously it looks pretty clean as well. But yeah, it's nice to see that it is nice and clean. So right, bye for now, and we'll definitely see you on the next one. Right, bye for now everyone.